Dark, dark, dark. Hello everyone, how's it going? How is it going? Yeah, we're starting a little late today. Okay, it's actually like 10 minutes more late than I expected. Yeah, some dumbass decided to do a lot of laundry without looking at the time. And that was like an hour ago, or like 1.5 hours ago. And then like the laundry finished exactly at like 5. And so I had to like put it up first. Yeah, I should have maybe looked at the time. Yeah, not great. Also, I'm doing a test print, so if you're hearing like 3D printer noises, just ignore that. And also, if you're wondering why I keep looking down, that's just so I see how the test print is going. Yeah. Anyways, what's going on? It is Monday. It is Monday. Weird. It doesn't feel like a Monday today. But yeah, so yesterday we had the big Austrian National Day stream. Honestly, I thought that was very funny. Like, okay, the game of Civilization at the end just kept dragging on because A, I didn't know how to actually like win the game, and B, I should have like chosen a smaller map and like less enemies or something. I don't know. I should have found ways to like make the game faster if I would have wanted to have the game end like on stream, like start and finish the game with one stream. I don't know if that's like ever possible because like Civilization is one of those games that just takes, you know, just goes on and on and on. But yeah, there were some things I wanted to talk about on stream first before we go on to the electronics part. I mean, do I think I'm able to work and talk at the same time? No, it doesn't work on either of the topics I want to talk about. Okay. That's... Okay. First thing I wanted to say, so like last time we did soldering on stream, we soldered some wires onto like a D1 mini chip and like also on like a part of an LED strip. And the thing is that the setup I want to run basically is have the software WLED on these chips and like, you know, have it wired up like that. So the thing is, after I did all the wiring in like a 4-hour stream or something, I went and tried to install the software on it. It didn't work. So there's like 3 or 4 things that could have happened there. First one, like I'm saying it in like the order that I think what I think the likeliest one is the first one and so on. But all of them seem like reasonably likely. The first one, I damaged the chip when trying to solder it. The second one, the chip was already damaged. The third one, fuck, I forgot what the third one was. Yeah, the third one, you can't install this firmware if there's wires connected in this manner, maybe. I don't know. And the fourth one, I don't know, maybe this particular chip needs some special firmware or something. Like maybe it's like a software problem that I could in theory fix. but I don't know how. Yeah, so basically, that one's for the bin. And we just... The good thing is, we have plenty of these chips. And we have learned something from that. Because what we've learned from that is that we first put the software on the thing, then start soldering. Because the soldering part takes a long time when I do it. And yeah. So it would suck if, you know, the soldering thing doesn't work. Oh yeah, also I wanted to start a thing that I want to test. I'm just testing stuff in the background. Don't be alarmed. Hello, why are you not running? Running, broke, and second time running. Hey, it's working. Okay, there we go. So, don't worry about that. Just something I'm testing in the background. Because I have been playing with the Twitch API again, and the thing with... I don't know how to do that kind of thing. I'm kind of learning as we go, and it seems to be... There are some very weird problems going on there. Like, I've written the program, and it seemed for a while that after like 2 hours or so, or like after some time, that seemed to be varying. Like sometimes it would be like almost immediately, sometimes it would be after a couple of hours. It just broke. And I think I've fixed it now, but I can basically only test it while I'm streaming. Yeah, so don't worry about it. There's something running in the background and collecting all your private data. Yes. No, not actually. It's just reading chat and listening for events. Oh yeah, also on the topic of events, there was something I wanted to do yesterday and forgot about, which is turning them all the way the fuck down because they were fucking loud yesterday. Where's my alert box? Here. Alerts. Here. Turn it the fuck down. Or like, let's just throw a limiter on it, no? Filters. Filters. Wrong. Audio filters. Limiter. And now it won't blow my ears out the next time someone follows. I hope. We will figure that out together once it happens. Yeah. So, of the things that I wanted to talk about. So, yesterday we did a stream regarding the Austrian national holiday. And I just wanted to talk about a little bit about it because I think I was very funny with some of these jokes. So I just want to talk about the jokes, you know, because everybody knows that jokes get better if you explain them. So we started the stream out yesterday with like a very nice, very accurate presentation about Austria, except that like pretty much all of the facts I said were at least somewhat wrong. So first of all, that map is just proof that I shouldn't have access to image manipulation software. So first of all, obviously, I called it Australia and then, like, you know, strike through text. Then I marked Vienna as its own country. I gave Burgenland back to Hungary. There was some lake here in Hungary, and I thought it would be very fitting to put New Zealand in there instead. Yeah, I think I've roughly given South Tyrol back to Austria. Liechtenstein disappeared. Do I even remember all the modifications that I did? Yeah, here I straightened out the border a little bit. And also Belgium and the Netherlands are one now. Yeah, I had way too much fun with that. Yeah, then here I just, you know, basically insulted every region of Austria and some more. Now, I feel particularly bad about the Carinthia one, because there I basically just went Styria, friendly people with an unhealthy obsession of pumpkin seed oil, and Carinthia, unfriendly people with an unhealthy obsession toward tuned cars. And the only reason I did that was because I genuinely couldn't think of anything for Corinthia. Like I said, I can't think anything about Vorarlberg because they are just that irrelevant. But I actually had more jokes for them than I had for Corinthia. And there I just was like, okay, let's just go with the same joke as before, but like the inverse. And then just find out something that's happening there and say they have an obsession with that. I don't know. Sorry, everybody in Corinthia. Don't hit me with your tuned cars. Yeah, then this one is actually kind of accurate because like there are kangaroos in zoos in Austria, as far as I'm aware. Yeah, then obviously blaming Germany for everything. That one is actually accurate. We did have a friendly fire accident where 10,000 people got killed. The famous Austrians. Honestly, I'm kind of proud about one joke in there. Because like I went Schwarzenegger, obviously Austrian, who then got famous because he went to the USA. But like, you know, he is Austrian. Like there is no way of denying that. Then, you know, Steve Irwin, the obvious Austria-Australia joke. Then Beethoven, the obvious joke of Beethoven being German, but everybody thinks he's Austrian. But I'm actually very proud about putting both Mozart and Freud on here. Because the thing is, Mozart was born at a time where, you know, Salzburg was part of the Holy Roman Empire, so basically Germany. But nowadays, that area is Austria. Freud, on the other hand, was born in in Austria-Hungary. I think that's probably the right time. But in an area that is now, I think, Czechia. So basically, they are like the opposite claim, basically. So you can't really go and say, oh yeah, that one is Austrian and the other one is also Austrian, because they are like complementary situations. One of them was born in what used to be Austria and isn't Austria anymore, and the other one was born in what used to be not Austria and is now Austria. So me saying that both of them are Austrian was kind of funny to me. Oh yeah, also because I'm looking at the flag in the background. Latvia, Lebanon, you can see the Christmas tree in the background a little bit here. Lebanon again, Latvia again, Switzerland zoomed in very far. Latvia again. Then here, like the top part is Indonesia and the bottom part is Poland. And I just merged it so that it's red, white, and red again. Yeah, the automobile thing is actually accurate that I said. That like there is, that guy did make like some like early prototype that you could or could not call an automobile. Yeah, that one I literally wrote here. I don't know why I have that in my notes. Yeah, I wanted to say we invented drunk driving, but I asked ChatGPT and it said no, it's probably the Brits. Yeah, Marie Antoinette did say that. Yeah, that is a politician joke. Like basically on this guy's government, like our Minister of Finance like was raided by like authorities because corruption stuff, and apparently he like got a call before that happened from them that were basically like, oh yeah, we can come around and like have a look at your stuff. And then like suspiciously his wife was on a walk with the kids and his laptop, and then they brought a laptop back that was freshly wiped. Not suspicious at all. Nothing ever came of that so far. And yeah, there's just like cousin marriage. There's like the joke that like everybody in like that part of Austria is inbred. Apparently the joke exists for like multiple parts of Austria. I've only heard it with like that part of Austria. Yeah, flag I already explained. And here we have Switzerland again. Here I straight up went for the Dutch flag here. Or like the flag of the Netherlands. Yeah. Yeah, I pretty much explained all of them. Yeah, and that is genuinely correct. Like, okay, here you see the thing, but like the SPÖ government collapsed, then like he was like the interim guy that took over, but like wasn't officially appointed. Then next government SPÖ, or like he was then officially appointed, but like there was no vote there. Like the government collapsed, then vice chancellor took over doing the thing, but like wasn't officially appointed. Then next guy was officially appointed, that was him. Then next vote, he won. Then same thing here again, basically. Like these two had the same function. Then she was officially appointed as like an independent one, kind of like him. And then next vote, then he stepped down. And Schallenberg is just straight up the guy they put in whenever they don't have anybody else. Like, he stepped down, okay, he's now the chancellor. And like, he was officially appointed. He was not like the other two here that weren't even officially appointed. He was officially appointed. Like, stepped down, got appointed, took over the party, stepped down, got appointed, and then this guy took over. I don't know, yeah. And that is also accurate that like, he does not have any academic titles, and he does have like the lowest one that you can have, like a bachelor's or magister. I don't know, like depends where he went. I don't really know, but like that is accurate. And I thought it was very funny, so I just wanted to point it out again. I just wanted to talk about how funny I am actually. So, first part on the checklist done. So another thing that I've talked about before is I'm currently, like, as of yesterday, I was waiting for 3 different packages. Why? Yeah, what the fuck am I doing? 3 different packages. I was waiting for a time-sensitive one that I'm hoping still arrives this week. That said 5 to 9 business days shipping, 10 business days ago. Then I'm waiting for a very much non-time sensitive one that said shipping is like 1 to 2 weeks, maybe 4 in like edge cases. It said that 7 weeks ago. And then the third package I was waiting for was just something I ordered a week ago. And today, when I got up, 1 package arrived. And like that one is kind of time sensitive, but like with a lot of time to spare. Yeah. Which one did arrive? The one that says 5 to 9 days, 10 days ago? The one that says 1 to 2 weeks, 7 weeks ago? Or the one that I ordered a week ago? Of course, it was the one that I ordered a week ago. I just ordered some clothes. And I felt like it could be funny to like show that. It could be funny to just like show you which clothes I got, because I need to try them on. I did order stuff online, so like try them on and stuff. So how about we do that before we start the soldering thing? I could start like putting the software on the chips, and while that is loading, I go and put the thing on. Okay, that's actually an idea. I need a cable. Midnight. So. So. This browser is not supported. Okay, I need to go on to Chrome. Yeah. Why am I using Firefox as the stream browser? Because Firefox is the one browser that like some things just don't work on. I should probably like swap that out. Like I'm using 4 different browsers. Okay, so I already have WLAD on this one. Okay, it's done. Do I have it on? Use that one. Do I already have it on this one? Like I have 5 chips here. The one where I can't put it on, and then somewhere I already put it on, and wait, is that the newest release? It is the newest release. And then a couple I haven't done yet. So paired connect. Already on there. Huh? Ah, not on the Wi-Fi. Right, I need my Wi-Fi password. I need my Wi-Fi password. Let me just, you know, hide my cam for a second. How about we do that? How about I don't type a password on stream while my keyboard might be in frame. I actually don't know. I don't know. How is my cam set up at the moment? Is my keyboard on stream? Okay. Don't save. And there I am again. So, connect to Wi-Fi. I also don't want to show you that, because that... And just actually be extra careful and put them on the second screen. Even though you don't see my screen, but like you definitely don't see my second screen. Wanna be with you all night. Trying to connect. Okay, while it's trying to connect, I'm gonna go and grab the first thing. Okay. I wanted to just... Unable to connect? Oh, wait, that's the wrong Wi-Fi. Ah. I was trying to connect to my neighbor's Wi-Fi. Wait, what? Why does it not even show my Wi-Fi here? Wait, it is my Wi-Fi. Huh? Can you try again? Yeah, this... It feels like these chips are not very reliable. Okay. Open up the first thing. It's the feeder onto the pile of stuff that I need to throw out. Let me get west. I am wearing an ACDC t-shirt today. Unable to connect. Okay, we will try that chip later. And open up the package of a different one in the meantime. There. Connect that. Connect. Disconnect and reconnect when the thing is open. Paired. Connect. And install. Yes, install. Okay. Time to get into a new shirt. Okay, so here's the thing. Here's the thing about merch shirts. Wait, let me actually... Let me put up the thing a little bit so I'm in frame when I'm standing, because I will be standing a lot now. Here's the thing with merch shirts. This one, I quite like that it, like, you know, it's an Electric Callboy for like the song Reverie thing. This looks cool, right? But here's one thing that I'm kinda annoyed about with merch shirts a little bit. The cool thing is on the back, so I don't get to see it. I don't get to see the cool thing when I'm wearing it. I don't like that. I mean, it's still a cool shirt, so I bought it. But yeah, I would like to see, like, put that thing here. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, anyways, so fits. I mean, shirts just usually fit for me. Like, it's hard to get a large shirt wrong. That said, it is kind of larger than the shirt I'm wearing underneath, even though both of them should be large. But like, that's probably just because it's a fresh shirt and I haven't like washed it yet. And like maybe it'll shrink or something. Also, I closed the browser, so I don't even see if the thing has finished installing yet. So, where do I eat that? Over there. Have we finished install? Yes, we have installed. Can we also connect to the Wi-Fi? we can try. While I go and grab the second thing. Another shirt. So. Another merch shirt from a band. Okay, here's the thing. I have merch of like most of my favorite bands. Unable to connect? What? Okay, maybe my Wi-Fi just doesn't like getting connected to these chips right now. I don't know. My Wi-Fi has problems like that with those things. Shit. It was this one, right? Anyways, that's just stuff on here. Another one. That on here. So. Okay, to finish the thought, I have merch of like most of my favorite bands, and I used to have a hoodie of this band, but I don't know where it went. It's neither at my place nor at my mom's place, so I have no idea. It kind of despawned. So let's see. As always fits. Very nice. Like the front thing, I like it. And it's like specifically for the song Faint, but like it says Faint like very faintly. And once again, the cool thing is at the back. Man. Man. But yeah, still a cool shirt. Like I like that part as well, but like the cooler thing is on the back. I want to see the cool thing. Okay, wait, let me. Let's go ahead short immediately. Okay. Yes, Linkin Park is great. So. Okay, I'm not feeling that song right now. So. Let's see if that chip can connect to the Wi-Fi while I unpack the next thing. Oh, I didn't have to rip it open. There's a thing. Anyways. So, this one, I don't know if that comes over well on camera. But like this one is a hoodie. And like the... Oh. More packaging stuff. And the thing about like the design... Okay. Yeah, my Wi-Fi doesn't like the chips at the moment. I guess I'll have to try that again later. Here's the thing, the design is not just printed on, it's a 3D thing. And I don't know how well that comes across on camera. It's probably better in person. Does it come across on camera? Can I see the preview? It does not at all. Wait, can I help that? Yes. It's got like a stringy pentagram thing. I like that. And it fits. It's like a little oversized hoodie. Okay, it's definitely oversized, but like, I like it. And maybe it'll shrink like when I first wash it or something. Oh. I didn't notice that like the strings go to the like inside as well. Like I do have the strings here. That's a little weird. Like I thought there would be like some separation there. But yeah. Nice. Neat. Here. It's like stealth punk, as it's not obvious the pentagram is there. Yeah, I mean, in person it's rather obvious, but like, not on camera. So. Let me check. That one that already is connected to the Wi-Fi. Does that work? Like it is rather obvious in person that there is something there. But like yeah, it's a little stealthy because it's black on black. Change Wi-Fi? Does this one allow things? Wait. Does it have a problem with all of them? No, this one works. Okay. I don't know. Something weird going on. Okay, I've got one more sweater and then like a jacket. So, there are just bands that are better at merch than others. And like, you know, many bands just like put their band logo on it or something. But I really like Bring Me the Horizons merch. So, you know, I already got 2 shirts from Bring Me the Horizon. But like they're basically my 2 favorite shirts, so I went for a hoodie as well. I'm okay with this one having the star at the back because it also has something cool at the front. On the topic of alt bands, would you like to hear a song from a band which is similar in style to Linkin Park? Yes, I would. I would. Very much. So. This sweater is kind of like a very different like material and thickness than the other one. But like both of them are cool. It's interesting how like different sweaters can be, because like t-shirts are like almost all the same. Like I have one t-shirt that is like thicker than all the other ones, but like pretty much every merch t-shirt is like the same. Okay. And then, wait, let me take off the sweater when I try on the thing. So, for the big one, is there like an opening or do I need to rip it up? I got a winter jacket finally. Do you also have a Spotify link for that? Because YouTube goes to the wrong audio track. That would be very great, thank you. So, I needed a winter jacket. And the thing is, when you look for a winter jacket, like, okay, basically, I'm gonna go to DreamHack at the end of November, and that is in Sweden at the end of November. Sweden at the end of November has temperatures that Austria has never. So I needed a thicker jacket, and I hope that is that. I hope this jacket is like very warm. I will like kind of test it out before that, like see how warm it is. But like the review said, it's like very warm. So yes. And the thing is, I like went to the same website. Thank you very much for the Spotify link. I went to the same website as for like all the other stuff, all the other merch stuff. And the thing is, when I filtered for like winter jackets, you had like basically 3 options, kinda. You had like all the old bands, like Metallica, Iron Maiden. There was a third one as well. I don't know. Like all the like older metal bands, for like the huge ones, like very long established, they have like these, you know, winter jackets and like stuff that not everybody has. Like, you know, diversifying the stuff. Like everybody starts out with like t-shirts, maybe hoodies, and like they have everything. And then there is Slipknot, which, you know, I mean, they have been around for a while, but like I would put Slipknot closer to like Bring Me the Horizon and Linkin Park than I would put them to Metallica, if that makes sense. But the thing is, Slipknot has the best merch. So like at the front, it's, you know, it's rather inconspicuous, like just a like black to like brighter thing, and like a Slipknot logo. But like at the back, Okay, it's also, you know, it's also a little bit hard to see on camera, but like, ow. It is very nice. And like, generally, Slipknot just has the best merch. But yeah, I see it now. It has their like sun star thing. Yes. Where did I put my other stuff? Yes, and so that's all the stuff that I got today. There's also like a pair of shorts, but like I'm not trying on a pair of shorts now. That's kind of pointless. It's just a normal as pair of shorts that I ordered because I needed a new pair of shorts, and like it was cheaper because it's the end of summer. Well, it was the end of summer a while ago, but like yeah, nothing special about those, not merch or anything. Color style on the front is nice. Yes, I really like it. The only thing I kind of didn't like is like not particular fan of like the orange hood. Like if it would have been like a proper like dark red or something, no skinny legs on stream, yeah, you have to wait for that for like another half a year or something. Yeah, but like I would have preferred the hood to be like either black or like red. Yeah. But basically, my choice was between that Slipknot winter jacket or a different Slipknot winter jacket, and I like this one a little bit more, so I went for this one. So yeah, that's my clothes haul. So how's the 3D print looking? Fine. Okay. So yeah, I don't know why it doesn't like to connect to the Wi-Fi today. My Wi-Fi is just not a fan of that. So, was there something else? Like I'm missing something, or do we go straight to soldering? Do we just assume that all of these can eventually connect to the Wi-Fi? I mean, there's not really much else I can do there other than hope. Wait, does this one already have WLED on it and connect to the Wi-Fi? Let me see. Oh, I closed the thing. Itchy nose. Is there something wrong with the installer? Because like the installer just says to me like update WLED and change Wi-Fi. So I assume that one is already connected to the Wi-Fi. But it doesn't show connect to the thing, which it usually does. Or like open the web terminal. Some weird things are going on. Nothing is working the way they're intended to work. Okay, I think we just start soldering. So I also, like last time, what we did basically was, you know, solder straight wire to board and wire to that thing. I also bought like some connectors so that we can like do. Did you check the link? No, I didn't. Thank you for reminding me. Can I? Wait, I need to do that on a different browser because this one doesn't open Spotify immediately because I'm not logged in. Did you send a particular track or like the artist as a whole? Because if you mean the artist as a whole, then I'll just go for. You always have electrical issues to solve. I always have issues to solve, all of them. programming, electrical, networking, all of them. Yeah. So I might just go for like... Oh wait, that is... Huh? Wait, that is the link to a specific song. Can I... Ah, there we go. It just displays differently than usual. I like the start. Very interesting. So... I'm not logged in. Okay. I like this. Okay. So, how do I do this? I think I will solder... Like, I want them to be kinda... like, temporary, so it would be nice to have, like, these things on, so I can, like, then just unplug it and plug something else in or something. If I want to use them for something else. On the other hand, I want it to be as small as possible, so like direct wire would probably be the way to go. I think I will use this approach for one of them. That said, I will use a bigger one. Okay, I will grab that. I watched this live like 2 weeks ago. Oh, that's nice. So... I think I will go direct wire to wire for most of them, and then like grab one for the other thing. So, let me retry installing on here. Let's see, maybe if we have the one issue, maybe therefore we don't have the other one. You know, maybe we can trade them in. Like trading cards. You know, if you have a Wi-Fi issue, you get to get rid of the install issue. One can only hope. Nope, it's still stuck. I don't know. Something went wrong with the chip, and I'm pretty sure it's my fault. There might be ways to solve it, but I don't know. Yeah, it would be nice if issues didn't stack. Yeah, unfortunately they do. They do, and they like doing it at the worst moment. In particular. So. That goes into this playlist. Let's go. So, wait. Is my cable long enough to like go over here? It is. So. Here's the thing. Last stream, we had an issue where I wasn't able to like de-isolate any of the cables and like took way too long for doing that. I bought a thing. Yes, so hopefully... Okay, I don't know how to use the tool, but like I do have a tool for it now. So maybe that solves that problem. I tried, okay. So. Yes, I did buy a proper tool. Yes. I do need this one though. Do I need to go and grab scissors, or can I just use this? Come on! Fuck it, I'm going to grab scissors. I'll need them anyways. So. brought the proper tool to open up the proper tool. There we go. So... Come on. There we go. Proper tool unlocked. I should get rid of that pile of trash. But like it's gonna... Nah, I'll wait another week. Because when the next stuff arrives, then I don't need to, you know, restart a pile of trash. Could you tell that I've been listening to Iceland Kills a lot recently? I'm very much looking forward to seeing them next year. They seem like it would be very fun. So, now soldering iron. If I remember correctly, I used a different tip last time. Okay, I did change it back. We good. Which one was the lead-free one? This one. So I think I can get rid of the rest of that. Ah, fuck it. Oh shit. Just chuck everything out of frame. And then we're good. Shit, it's still in frame. It's... I tried. I tried so hard and got so far. Okay, I need some water for this. Here we... So, okay. Mess speak to not be in frame. That's not right. I mean, I might have like made a mistake because like the only part of my room that is a mess is there in frame. Like all the mess that used to be over here, I cleaned it up. I didn't clean up the tiny little part down there. That is probably like, you know, not the best decision. Like start with the one. So. I'll just plug that in for later. And I must sit down. So now I don't need to run around anymore. Look, it's scary. I feel like this song became like way less interesting to me after I heard the like remix one. Because I feel like the remix one is just very good. But I think that's not on Spotify. So, how much wire do I need? A little less than that probably, but let's take roughly that. Also, I just realized that the cable is the flag of Bulgaria. I think it was Bulgaria, right? That had white... Was it Bulgaria? Wait, I need to Google that now. Bulgaria. Yeah. It was indeed Bulgaria. So, can I... Now that I have the correct tool, can I use it incorrectly to de-isolate all three of them at the same time? Also, how much do I need to de-isolate it? Probably that's fine. Like, it has that stop thing on here. Millimeters. 5 millimeters. Let's do this. Okay. I feel like almost every song is on Spotify. Yes. Except remixes sometimes aren't. Like sometimes they are. Like I think there's like the Nightcore version of fuck, what's the song called again? The one that was at Eurovision and then became mostly known because of the Nightcore version. Like the original artists then like put the Nightcore version on Spotify. It was something Street. Fuck, I forgot about it. I don't remember. So. Okay. Time to adjust this wheel that doesn't say what it does. Or like in which direction I need to adjust it. Ah, like this. Let's just try again. That might have been a little too much. But I did cut the wire. I only cut one of them though. Ah, shit. Okay. Good thing I cut off a little bit too much of the wire. Into the bin. But yeah, usual songs, almost all of them are on Spotify. There used to be some artists that like boycotted Spotify and like didn't put their stuff on there. Like Tool used to be one of them. And also the German band Die Ärzte was not on Spotify for a long time. But by now, as far as I'm aware, both of those, yeah, by now I'm very certain that both of those are. It would be nice if like this thing had some numbers on it. And I didn't have to guess. A little bit tighter. Let's try the other side. Come on. Not tight enough. A little bit more. Since the last time. Still not correct. Wish my will away. Spotify doesn't pay well, but because it has so many users, it's hard to not put music on it if you want growth. Yeah. I somewhat agree to that statement. So, okay, I've got an unpopular opinion. I think Spotify doesn't pay too terribly. Like, wait, I think what is the number? 0.003 cents per listen or something? So basically 3 cents for every 1,000 listens. Was it cents or was it euros? How much? Okay, my opinion might be based on something wrong. Does Spotify pay per stream? New, try AI mode. How about no? Approximately, wait, $0.003 per stream. So not cents, dollars. So that's like 0.003 to 0.005. Yeah. Let's go with the lower end of that. Because what does that mean? That means for 1,000 streams you get $3. Wait, how much is Spotify? How much is a Spotify subscription nowadays? Like if you have the basic single person one. Spotify Premium. 13 euros. So okay, we can't really just divide that because like there's a lot of overheads that Spotify needs to take care of. Okay, but basically my unpopular opinion, also I should turn down the music again, is that it's not terrible. Like everybody says that number, like, you know, Spotify is the devil and they're making a lot of money based off the back of the artists and they are not getting paid anything. 0.03 isn't nothing. Like, of course, living, it could be much worse, just not great. Yeah, it's like, it's not amazing pay or anything like that. But, like, if you compared it to how it used to be with like CDs and stuff, how many CDs would it... okay, you can't really compare it one-to-one. Like, if you said, oh, a CD brings an artist $5, then people would have to listen to the CD 1,500 times, right? Or like to a song on the CD. And that, yeah, that's just a false equivalency, because like, if you had Spotify, chances are higher that you listen to a song than, you know, buying a CD would have been. Like, the chance that I listen to a song to like a single song of an artist that I don't know is way higher on Spotify than like 1 to 1,500. I don't know if I made that point clear. But like, the chance that I buy a CD of an artist that I don't know and like have never heard of is basically zero. Like, even without Spotify. But like some artist coming up somewhere on Spotify and me going, oh, let's click that. That is like hard. I'm having a hard time to say what I mean. But yeah, I feel like that makes sense, kinda. So, and also like, if you say you need like, I don't know, let's say a base number of like roughly, for easy maths, to be able to live off of that, you need 3K a month. That would mean you need 1 million streams a month. Now, for that, you need to be like one of the biggest artists, pretty much. Like, if you have 1 million streams, you'll be, you know, top 1% or something, probably. Like, probably even less than top 1%. Like, some ridiculously small amount probably gets over 1 million streams. But then, if you like compare that, you won't get a random CD of a band, but you would listen to a random band on Spotify. Exactly, yeah. And like, you know, the random CD pays like 1,500 times more, but the chance isn't 1,500 times less. It is way less than that. Okay. So that worked. But yeah, if I want to like compare that to like content creation, like, how much does... okay, I actually don't know the numbers for YouTube. Ah, shit, that cut it a little bit. So I need to do it a little bit less. But like, I think the number for YouTube was pretty much the same, right? Like, some ballpark numbers that I've seen a lot is like, you know, roughly like $3 or something per 1,000 views. So like, that's the same number. I don't know. It just doesn't feel like Spotify's giving them a terrible deal. It seems like pretty much the same as everywhere else in like every other like creative industry. And like, you know, if you're a musician, chances are that like that isn't like your only income. You also probably have like, you know, you play concerts, you might also have merch or something. And like Spotify is kind of like, Spotify is the promotion for the other stuff, but also like pays you stuff. I don't know. It is a complicated problem. And, you know, artists saying they want more money and Spotify saying they want to give less money is like the obvious decision for both of them. Because like obviously you would. Like everybody always wants more money for themselves. So, you know, that's just natural. But like, it feels like there's more outrage than necessity. If that makes sense. Like there was literally like the Austrian Eurovision song, I think 2 years ago. Yeah, was like basically just calling out Spotify. They literally put 0.003 into the lyrics as like saying, yeah, that's how little we get paid. That's ridiculous. We should get paid more. And like when I heard that, I was like, that sounds entirely reasonable. Like especially because like Spotify is losing money. It's not like they are like, I mean they are a huge company, but it's not like they making like record profits like Nvidia or someone. As far as I'm aware, they are still losing money every month and like living off of venture capital. So, I mean, of course, you know, a company losing money doesn't just mean, you know, they're paying the artists too much. That can also just mean they're like reinvesting into stuff so that they are like legally losing money and don't have to pay taxes. Yeah, okay, I just kind of devalued my own argument. Happens. Because like chances are they could be making money if they wanted to. But then they would have to pay taxes. Now, I feel like this thing is a bit terrible. I think they're in the positive now, but only just positive. Okay. Maybe I shouldn't try to de-isolate all three at the same time. I'm not sure if that is my problem, but the thing is, like, either it's not cutting it at all, or it's cutting it to the point where there's like singular strands still standing, and like if you can't really see it here, but like there's here before the cut, it's like way thicker. It's just, you know, taking a lot of the wire with it. Okay, this one I will just consider scraps and like test how well it goes if I like separate them and try to de-isolate all of them individually. Yeah. So what you're saying is to pay taxes, I should pay less taxes, I should spend more money, because that is true when you reach a certain amount of money. Kinda. Like, if you have things, if you in any way count as a business, you can do so much tax trickery, I think. Like, okay, don't take any of this as gospel. I'm just an idiot who hasn't ever like had to look into how to pay taxes and stuff. But like, you can do a lot of stupid things. Like, you know how like 10 minutes ago or something I showed you the new shirts I got. If I would make enough money off of like content creation that like, you know, I have to pay taxes on it, then I could probably make a case that that was a business expense, all of those clothes, and, you know, get my taxes back that I paid for it. Because like, you know, when you buy anything, you pay like 20% or something in taxes. Or like, you know, technically the person who sells it to you has to pay that. Oh, that's good. Yeah. Has to pay that, but like they just add it to the price, so basically you pay it. And like, you know, if you're a company in any way, then you just get those 20% back. So like if I would make enough money off of this that I have to pay taxes, I could 100%, okay, I want to say, okay, 100% is definitely like too much, but like I could probably get away with, wait, what the fuck happened here? Did I already break my tool? I could probably get away with saying, oh yeah, buying these clothes was for stream because I made a short segment on one stream, and so now I get back 20%. And, you know, saving money like that. There's so much trickery you can do. Okay, that worked way better. Okay. It still cuts a little bit. Okay. At the moment, I'm just kind of like figuring out how to use this tool properly. Okay, now something's stuck in here. Okay. Yeah, and like basically businesses can just, you know, do unlimited trickery like that. Like, oh, we invested millions into research. What is the research? Well, we put all the money to the side and we will get it as profit next year. Pretty sure you can do stuff like that. I don't know. Or I was also thinking, like, you know, again, if I would make a significant amount of money from this and like have to pay taxes, you know, going to TwitchCon and stuff like that, do one stream from there. Oh, it was all a business expense. Nice, 20% cheaper. People do it too, just usually smaller benefits. Yeah, as a private person, like there might be stuff like if you have an office job or something, you can buy a laptop and, you know, get the value-added tax back. Stuff like that, I've heard. Things that somehow relate to your job, you can get away with a lot of tax trickery, probably. So, okay, I feel like I've almost completely figured out what the settings for these tools should be. That was, again, too much tension. That this thing doesn't have any values written on it is kind of annoying. Ah, okay, I think my wire is just too short to, like, for the thing to hold it down now. Yeah. I kind of wish I would make enough money to like have to pay taxes, just due to, well, not just because I would like to have money, but like just due to how much trickery I could do. Like I was literally thinking this year when I went to like a music festival and like didn't stream from there or anything, could I just like make a short out of this and then say, oh, it was all for business? For me, it will probably save like 300 next year. This year, I didn't know enough to save money on tax. Yeah. There is a lot of trickery that can be done with taxes. Still cuts. Haven't really found the way to like use this tool properly. It's like either it cuts too much of the wire or like it doesn't de-insulate it. It's cut a little too much. Wait, let me check something. Wait, shit, I didn't Mm-hmm. 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 Oh wait, this also does have a wire cutter. I didn't even notice that. Huh. Yeah. So I am using the tool correctly. Just set up wrong. I just used it twice with the exact same settings. The first time it didn't cut the insulation, the second time it cut the cable. What? It's cable gone. Yeah, it is. It might be a skill issue. It might be because I bought the cheapest. Okay, I want to say the cheapest like tool for this, but like it was also the most expensive one because it was the only one that that store had to offer. And it wasn't even the cheapest one that they in general have, because like before I went there, I checked on the website whether or not they have this tool, and like they had a lot of them on the website. One that was cheaper than this, and like was the exact same thing. But like they only had this one. Didn't get it from Timo, so not the cheapest. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, I did check Amazon and like Timo and all of the things, and like they all looked exactly the same. So I'm guessing they all ordered it from Temu, repackaged it, and are now selling it at like, you know, big brand stores. Because like this is from like a big brand tool store. Okay, that worked quite well. Let's try a second one with the exact same settings. And that kind of cut it again. Same or similar suppliers, probably. So the thing that always happens is like, you know, it de-isolates like almost nothing. How much is that? Do I have the... Wait, maybe it's... Oh my god, that's still so loud. It might still just be a skill issue. What if I slide that back to like the maximum position? Okay, let's test this. Nope, that cut. Let's waste more wire. Let's go. I'm not happy with that tool. It so far it doesn't seem to help like at all. It just cuts the thing every time. Like it's okay, it's slightly better than just using the wrench, but barely. Okay, it didn't cut it this time, but... One, did you check the instructions? Okay. Good idea. So here's all the packaging I got. The instructions are, it says 0.2 square millimeters to 4 square millimeters, and like the backside actually has the most important instructions, which says 0.2 to 4 millimeters. That's all that I got it with. You're meant to press lightly for stripping. That is actually a good instruction, thank you very much. But like I thought, you know, you're meant to just, like, this thing is for stripping. There is a cutter down here. This thing is for stripping. Why am I not supposed to press it together completely? It's, I don't know. Seems wrong. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, just had to answer DM real quick. So, strip and a cutter are practically the same thing, but a cutter is sharper. Yes, but I do dislike how so much stuff does not come with any instructions, even if they're simple. Yes, that's why I literally just, like a minute ago or so, opened up the Amazon page for basically the same thing, but with different branding. Because there, like, it said instructions, but the instructions were literally like, put the cable against the, like, adjust the block to like how much you want it to be de-isolated. Put the cable against the block and then press down with one fluid motion. And yeah, now it cut quite a bit of the core. I guess I need to like do it by feel. But like it has this adjustment thing which like changes how much the blades close. But like there are no like numbers or anything on it. So it's kind of like by feel. And that's not great. Let's just reuse the scraps over and over. It's gonna cut it again, isn't it? Oh, that was a good cut. I feel like. And now good thing is I've de-isolated the entirety of the thing. Like it did cut a couple of wires. I don't know. So I also don't like how I have like two options now. Either like change the style over and over again and just hope for the best. And like completely close it. Like do the thing, see if it cuts. If it cuts, adjust the dial. If not, yeah. Or like, you know, put it in there, do a feel. Like don't close it fully. And then just do it again. And that cut. No. And that's a cut. Yeah, I think I need to do it with the dial. But like, I don't know. The thing is, like, if you look at the tool, you have... And like, wait, there's something stuck in it. So, when I click it together, what happens is like, you know, the like knife part closes down onto the cable and like slides back. And then, you know, does the thing, presumably. but there is also like this like plastic part here at the end that is kind of, you know, rippled. And I think that is supposed to hold the cable in place, but like that just straight up doesn't close until like it's pretty much already cut. It just feels like it's manufactured wrong. Because like the cable just gets dragged along way too long. So maybe I just need to adjust this thing. Okay. Adjust it to like all the way the other side. Still cut. Probably doesn't help you using a very small cable. Yeah, but like it's not like the smallest cable that this tool presumably can cut, or like or like support, whatever word you want to use. Like I checked, and the one I use is like basically the second smallest one. Okay, that was a good cut. Okay. I think we're getting somewhere now. So. But yes, it would be easier with thicker cables. But I have these cables because I think I need these. Can you hear the rumble? Okay, let's sacrifice this one more, and then the next one we can probably use. Because I think I'm on to how it works now. I swear to God, if you cut now. Okay. It still did cut quite a bit. Like, there's not many strands left. Yeah, it also doesn't help that it's like a thing with like strands rather than like one solid cable. I think there it's also easier. And cut. Nope. Am I using it wrong? Is it time to watch YouTube tutorials again? That is a cut, I'm pretty sure. Yes. It is time for YouTube tutorials. Let's go. How use the insulation? Nope. The isolation prongs? What the fuck are they called in English? Nope, that's wrong. I am getting some dentist equipment, but Wire strippers. I could have gotten that. How did I forget that? Okay, never mind. So, does anyone have the one I have? Nope. Is that one? Nope. Like, everybody has the same one, and it's not the one I have. Ah, there is one. It's an ad. It's an ad by a company that repackages them. Wait. So, what are they doing? Double-sided scales? Yes. They do go like full lock though. Like, put it in. Like they fucking go quick. Like literally. Where is it? Where is it? And that's a clean cut. Hey. Tension adjustment. Oh, it's very nice that they put text on screen that is no damage to the wire cord. That's a fucking lie. To adjust the tension strength according to different wires. Yeah, that doesn't have any numbers on it. Free choice of scale unit. Yeah, we've been there. Sharp cutting. Yes. You know, this part down here is absolutely useless because you can just cut your wires up there. Yeah, so that's not useful. What do the comments say? Okay, that's just an ad. Is that the same one?
How to use wire strippers. First and foremost, if your wire stripper does have an area where you can measure how far you want to remove the insulator, make sure you measure
and make it quicker.
The wire. Once you have done that, you're going to go ahead and get ready to use the tool. Don't do it slow, do it in one quick action in order for you to remove the insulator and not stretch it. And that's it. And that's how you use wire strippers.
Okay, all of them basically say just go full ham. You need to lower the tension. The tension is at the minimum. I did lower it to the very minimum. Oh, never mind. I can lower it some more. It's just very hard to turn now. Okay. Maybe that was what was needed. We will see in a second. Wait, let me cut off that end that I already damaged. And that was a clean cut. Nope. Clean cut. I paid like $8 for this and I feel scammed. Like in terms of tools, it's not, you know, the most expensive it could be. But in terms of usefulness, that is 0 at the moment. Now, at this point, it might still be a skill issue. I mean, there are some wires that are left in here. Maybe that's the way to go. Okay. While we are fooling around here, let's see how my test 3D print is going. Very nicely, so well. Very nicely so far. Very well so far, but like that don't come, yeah. So okay. No. I also don't like how like all the wire ends that get cut off just become stuck. Nope. Maybe I need to manually like try to do the thing. Like not go full beans on it. And like try to... Nope. The problem is there's like a tension curve. It's like, you know, more, oof. Or like, no, wrong. More, cut. So like, how do you know, go by feel? Maybe I need to like put it to full tension. Completely the other way around. Also, maybe I turned it the wrong way around because like the knob doesn't say what it is, but presumably, you know, clockwise is more tension. Start with whatever does the least damage. Yeah, I did that, but like it just cut. It just cuts it at every setting. Like identical. Okay. Hmm. It just cuts every single time. I did get scammed, yep. Oh, that's the spring, okay. Let me see, how does this thing like actually work? Back. So we've got a spring there that's at an angle. That's probably not great. Let that go. I don't know. What actually gets adjusted with this knob? Like the tension of some spring. But I don't know what. I hate it. I genuinely bought this thinking, okay, it's $8, but then finally, you know, it'll get easier because, you know, it can't get any harder than having no tool for it. Okay, that didn't cut. Maybe that... Oh. Maybe that's the solution. Do all three at once. That is nice, actually. I mean, it did cut... it did cut quite a bit. Like for the red one, there's like 2 strands left. Okay, maybe. So on the first attempt, it didn't cut. Or like it didn't do anything. So let's turn down the thing a little bit. Now it just doesn't do anything. Mm. Mm-hmm. I guess the title is true as you won't be soldering at this rate. That is very possible, yes. Because I don't plan to stream very long today. Because we had an unplanned long stream yesterday and I do have things to do today. Probably like an hour or something like that left. Oh, god damn it. So... my hand already starts to hurt from like how much I've been pressing down on this. That's... I don't know if that was too little force or if I just need to do it twice. Nope. That didn't do anything. A little bit more force. More. Also now it feels like it's working different than before. Like, as I said before, it was like, you know, tension, 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 whoops. It feels less like that now. And that was a cut. Oh, but that was a... Ooh. That was the best one yet. Like, it did get a couple strands, but like, look at that. And I've once again not got my preview open. And there's something left on all three of them. Okay, we're taking that. We're taking that. We're not touching the settings anymore. Now, I might just generously cut wire here. Like, way more than I would like to have. Because we probably will need a couple of attempts. And if not, I guess then we've got too much wire. It's okay. So, let me get rid of all of the trash here. Get rid of all of the trash. In. So, let's see if we can repeat that. Nope, that didn't do anything. That was no! It was perfect on 2 out of 3, or like perfect on 1, great on the second one, and the third one it just cut. It's such a tragedy. Like, look at that. I need to like hold it against my hair so you can see it. Like, the outer ones are nice, but like the middle one, it just cut. Like, you can see that there's like a millimeter of like all of the wires and then a cut where there's only one left. Oh, tragedy. This could have been the one. But hey, we've got a couple more attempts. Got a couple more attempts. It feels like sometimes it just does a different action. Like, there was no like, you know, cliff to cut, and now there was. Oh, that's perfect. Okay, we got one where both sides are perfect. I repeat, we got it. So maybe it wasn't perfect, maybe we kind of pulled out a couple of strands, but there's plenty of strands left. This one works. Okay. We got one. We need like 4 more of these. Okay. What I'll do is I'll take a quick break. Then we'll try to get like one more at least. We'll do as many as we can do without, you know, having to recut a wire. So like, you know, this one I had like 3 attempts or so before the cable became too short. So if we fuck it up more than that, only took 100 minutes. Yeah. Well, to be fair, we were yapping a little bit at the beginning of stream, so like it wasn't all... Yeah, okay, it did take 100 minutes until I had the first one. But yeah, so until we have to throw one away, we continue doing that, and then we do soldering. Oh god, this is gonna take forever, because then soldering is gonna take forever. Oh god. But I think I figured out what I did wrong last time with soldering. I'm not sure. Anyways, BRB. Okay, we're back. So, let's speedrun like a second one of these, and then we'll see how much soldering we can get done. Now, here it's doing the other one again. Like sometimes it feels like it's doing a different action. Okay, cut. Ah, 2 of them are great. Okay, but like we're getting closer. Because there are 2 of them were actually great, but like 1 was fucked. Hello there, Cyan. How is it going? Hmm. Once again, 2 of them great. 1 of them fucked. Okay. If I fuck this one up, then we go into soldering. Otherwise, I keep trying to get more of these ready before we start soldering. Yeah, nice. Okay. I just ate my dinner while slowly struggling. Ah, for fuck's sake, I fucked it up. Okay. We continue the soldering. Yeah, I hope it was entertaining, seeing my slow descent into madness. Well, I don't know if it was so slow. It was kinda, you know, expedited descent into madness, I suppose. Let me try if I can make it connect to the Wi-Fi now. Let me just retry that. Or if the Wi-Fi is still... Okay, wait, this one already is connected to Wi-Fi, but doesn't connect. I assume that means no. Just some crazy. Files want to be released. So... This one also says change Wi-Fi. Better than connect to Wi-Fi. Oh, or do they all just say that as soon as you put the like software on it? Okay, they all just say that. Never mind then. So, let's see. That Wi-Fi, that is way too long to be the password. What the fuck did I copy and paste? Oh yeah, that was Spotify link. Whoops. Okay, I think it doesn't allow that thing to connect, but I guess I'll have to figure that out some other time. Why they don't want to connect to the Wi-Fi. Or actually, before I do that, let me test something. Here. So, which connection do we have? Micro USB. Where's my micro USB cable? I will clean all of that up later. So, let me see if it works with like an ESP32, which is like a better chip in theory. So like, if it works with this one, then it's the chip issue. How the fuck did that get bent? No, this is my only micro USB cable. Why is that bent? How? It was literally just in a drawer thing. God damn it. So. Okay. Works. Close, install. Does that one now like not allow me to do it the same way as with the other ones? Do I need some extra thing? see. Okay, let me check if I have a different one. It works differently. Okay. Let's see if this one works the way I want it to work. Okay, it does not. Never mind. That means we just hope. Hope for the best. We just use these. And hope that the networking issues are temporary. So, are we on the topic of soldering? So I've got the one end where I need to solder stuff to here. But where did I put the LED strip? Ah, down here. Here it is. So, which one is the end that I'm cutting stuff off? Here. Okay. Cut one off. Killing time, killing time. So, separate these a little bit. Not too much. Okay, okay, okay. Separated. Gotta keep them separated. So. Yeah, okay, the cut isn't perfect. I can definitely see that there's like a lot of strand missing. Yeah, we gotta work with what we have, right? Wait, is it better than on the other one though? That I like manually did. I don't think so. I don't think so. Anyways, turn on the soldering iron. It is time to get, I don't know, dangerous or whatever. Creative. Oh yeah. Safety. Ah, here. It's time for safety goggles. So, the idea was, this is the complicated end, so I'm gonna start with that one first again. I think that's the same way I did it last time. That's down. Right, I wanted to check something. Is this song in the playlist? It is. Okay, never mind then. Halloween, this is Halloween. This down. So, Which end do I take to the thing? Probably this one. Then it looks a little sturdier. 3D printer is making noises. That's making me nervous. I think they're normal 3D printer noises. Even though one of them sounded a little suspicious. So we need good thing I paid attention. The filament spool was stuck. So if I wouldn't have noticed that, it would have soon, I hope soon and not already, stopped like outputting filament. Because I don't want that print to fail because, you know, failed prints suck. Let's start with ground because that's in the middle and the most difficult one to get to. If we already have two. Ones. In this town, you know. That's the wrong side. Here. So, okay. Just had an idea. Okay, let's turn up that light instead. My idea would have been using my phone and the tripod for a light, but I don't want to get up and get my tripod. So let's untangle the cable a little bit. So put some on here. Right, last time I used my ventilator and opened up my window, I just realized that's still a good idea. Except that my table is full of stuff. Oh god. Trying not to burn myself. Wait. 1 sec. Windows open. And there we go. So, where were we? Okay, it's this side. Okay, this might have worked. Yeah, I think that worked. As always, not the best solder job ever, but I think it might have been good enough. I'm gonna just do the other side as well. To be safe. I think it's really windy outside. Okay, very nice, very nice. First cable done on one side. Let's go for the second cable. Let's go for the 5 volt. So, okay. These cables are like almost entirely separated now. 5 volt. Maybe I should have like put all of them through first and then soldered the first one on. That might have been an idea. But hey, we're not here to see how to solder, we're here how to not solder. We are a descriptive tutorial on what not to do. If you want a descriptive tutorial on what to do, and it's the wrong channel. Sorry to say that. I'm going to play some games, have fun. Have fun too. Thank you for stopping by. Yeah, enjoy your games. Come on. Come on. Come on. Ah, shit, now I got the other one out as well. Okay, maybe I shouldn't put all 3 through and then start soldering, because I just put one through, then tried to put the other one through, and then the first one went out again. So let's put the 5 volt through, solder it on, and then put the other one through. That's the way to go, I think. Okay, it's through. Bend it over. Get it out of the way for the ground. Okay. I should probably like get my table up a little bit more, so I don't have to bend down as much. You know, slapping it into my face. It's probably not the way to go. I also just realized that DSG wrote the last message and not Zion Cyrus. But I don't think I mentioned the name anyway, so we're good. Did I? I don't know. Sorry if I mentioned the wrong name. Okay. And one left. Yeah, I don't know. You know, I just glanced at the message on the second screen and just saw your name on the previous message and was like, oh yeah, okay, same person. Same person that sent 2 messages. And then like next time I glanced over and was like, oh, DSG also sent a message. Oh wait, it's their message. Damn it. I messed it up. I might be real, of all the things I've done wrong this stream, so far, soldering has been going the best. Like, the de-insulating one is obviously the worst one. Like, that shit took me an hour, even though I do now have the proper tool for it. Even though I think the tool sucks. But in theory, it is the proper tool. Is it like all the strands through, or? Okay, I think we're good. Bend it over. Away. Then that's not ideal. So I kind of like soldered it to 2 ports at once. That's not good. It might not be terrible because like one port just doesn't do anything. I think the like second port that I accidentally also soldered it to just doesn't do anything usually, so probably not in too much danger. Keep it like that. But I must see if I can get it off of that. How do I get like rid of solar in the wrong place? Just feels like it doesn't work. Like as soon as solar is there, it's just there for all eternity. Like I know that desoldering is a thing, but it don't work. Yeah, let's just hope for the best. Why am I putting this away? I need to put this here rather than the other thing away. So, okay, actually I need to put that away for now. So I'm gonna start with the red one because that one is kind of lost most of the strands. The good thing is on this side the wires are all in the correct order. The bad thing is that this is the side that wasn't de-insulated as nicely as on the other side. Like the other side was pretty well done. This side lost a couple more strands. So let's prepare this thing. And we did that on here last time, I think, so I don't burn my table more than it needs to. So, solder on here. Then here. Solder on here. I'm not sure if that's solder on there or if I burnt it. But now there's solder on there. Oh god, that is dangerously close to the data pin. But not on it. Just very close. Also, I should probably like move down the camera a little so you can see what I'm doing. What am I doing? I mean, it's probably better if you don't see what I'm doing, to be honest. Because, like, if you see what I'm doing, you might get the idea of trying to copy what I'm doing, and that's just not a good idea. Just don't. So, get some here. That. Got better heat transfer or something. At least that's what the tutorial said. That said, the tutorial did do it differently. And then I do have the necessary tools. Why don't I use them? And oh, okay. Well, I'm hearing scary noises from the 3D printer again. Wait, give me a sec. Oh, what's this thing? Oh, this. It's just like not hooked on well. That's scary. so far, I think the print hasn't failed. Wait, give me a sec. Side quest. Looks fine. I hope. So, that's somewhat on there. Oh god, that's not somewhat on there. Let's try it again. Holding things in your hands that you're soldering things to is not the way to go, by the way. Like, that looks not quite good. Right. Okay, you can't really see it because the cam is focusing on me. But like, the wire is like in a blob of flux. And like looking away from where it should be. But like, it is connected. It's not very well. Okay, so I just broke the bond between the wires, which isn't that bad, but like makes it a little less neat, I suppose. Okay, let's be adventurous. I'm gonna cut off a little bit of the wire here, so that it's not like reaching way far. Or I won't, because the single wire thingies are too small. If there's one thing that this thing is good at, then it's cutting wires. Now that's not its primary job, but it's really good at that. That's like a thing that it should maybe be able to do. But it's really good at that part, and like only that part. And also getting tangled in the wire that I... Okay. Such an underappreciated Avenged Sevenfold song. Sorry, I'm just trying to steer the conversation a little bit in the direction of something I can actually talk about. Because if I continue to say, oh, don't do this, then I will slowly go crazy. Well, probably rather quickly rather than slowly. Okay, okay, so like the one I just did looks quite well, but oh god, I hope you can see that on camera because of how stupid it is. Please, please, come on. Yeah, the red one, there's like no connection that's going straight towards the strip. The connection from the red one is like going down here and then straight. It looks like there's almost no wire there. It'll be fine. Don't worry about it. Don't you worry about it. Fucked up. You got this, whatever it is. Yeah, I'm trying to solder and it's not going well. It's going better than the de-isolation thing. That took like an hour for like a few cables because I'm doing it wrong. Oh yeah, also I forgot to cut the thing short here, which does help a lot. Yeah. Also welcome, Grace. I forgot this thing is better at cutting. So, to get you up to speed, I bought wire strippers. Because last time, like, getting rid of the insulation was, like, very hard. And, like, took me way too long. So I bought the proper tool and it doesn't help at all. Like, it feels the thing just sucks. But it might be a skill issue. It might be a tool issue. And we will never know. Okay, this actually went rather well now. Nice, okay. Hey, we got a singular LED thing soldered more or less rigidly to the thing. Tool skill level needs experience. Yes. That is correct. But also this tool might just be a piece of shit. I don't know. Okay, now let me check something. Because we have another issue going on right now. Like the LED control software that I'm using seems to be having trouble connecting to my Wi-Fi today. It didn't have that trouble before. So hello? Why does it say install WLED? I did that before I soldered the thing to it. Is that thing running into the same problem as... Whoops. Is that thing running into the same problem as the other chip that I did last time? Something's wrong. Is the hard part getting the iron to where you need to make the joint? Not necessary. So, I feel like the soldering has its own issues, but like the main issue we had this stream is I have some wire here. I have this thing. First of all, let's cut off the end because that one is already messed up. So, if I go and use the thing the way I think it should be used, then, okay, in this case it didn't cut it, but like it didn't also cut the insulation. If I do it again, okay, still didn't either. And now, there we go. And that's what it looks like. Wait, hold it against my head so you can see it. One of them actually quite nice. The other two, it like cut most of the inner strands. Like there's like 2 strands still left on each of them. And like, that's pretty much the best we could do today. Not quite. But like, either it's... I don't know, this tool is kinda not my friend right now. Either it just didn't do anything, or it cut the thing entirely. I've kinda been stuck in that hell for a while. So, I'll just try again. Maybe like turn down the tension a little bit more. Or like, do I need to turn it up? Because like on the first attempt, it never does anything. Oh, this one, oh, that one is really good actually. Okay, I just did the best one. I think not a single one today went this well. A lot of these I find you have to kind of finesse the cut and then pull the cut sheathing off yourself. Yeah. I don't know, it's just a bit of a mess. So how's the 3D printer doing? Okay for now. Yeah, we also had like a side problem. I'm doing like a test print thing on the 3D printer. And like it seems the spool isn't like very well like winded up. So like sometimes it gets stuck underneath the next thing and then I need to like intervene. Yeah. That has also not been great. So give us a little bit of leeway here. Actually a little bit more. Because we will definitely fuck it up a couple of times. So let's a little bit back. So that was not enough force to do anything. Around. Again, not enough force. Okay, it's still not through the insulation here. And... oh, that is almost a good one. It didn't cut it off of all three well. Wait. Let me very carefully get it off, because like it didn't fully get rid of that. Okay. This is golded. That is actually also quite good cut. Let's go. So. Next. Okay. Just as a sanity check, let's plug this back in and see if it says that the program is already installed. And then after we like solder things to it, let's see if it then still says that. So update, change Wi-Fi, log. Okay, so it does say installed basically. Now, time to solder. And do we solder to that thing? So separate these because for some reason they're in the wrong order compared to the board. Okay. So again, let's start with ground in the middle. I feel like that's the hardest one. So ground, put it through. Solder. Some this on. Let's get that to the side for now. So hold this here. Is that on? Nope. Okay, put it outside actually. Okay, that's on. Next one. I feel like I'm getting a little bit better at this. Like that was way quicker than the first time that I did this. And it is sort of on it. So separate this more. Let's look at what I'm doing. I feel like generally a thing I do a lot is just not look at what I'm doing. I don't know if that's like a normal thing to do, but that's something I realized recently. Like, you know, open a door, I go up to the door, look somewhere else. Or like, look where I want to go, or whatever. I noticed that like a couple of days ago, and I have no idea if that's like a normal thing to do. But like, I noticed that like my eyes are always, or like very rarely on the job that I'm doing. Like, okay, if I'm cutting something in the kitchen, then yeah, I'm kind of looking at what I'm doing. But usually, I don't know. Like, or like when I go to like push the button to like open the subway doors, I'm like looking where the button is, and then looking somewhere else. Or like when it's one of those old ones that have... Okay. That one needs explanations. Wait, let me pull up. So, we have two kinds of subways, basically. Okay, actually we have like 4 or 5 probably. Because like we have some older ones, then like newer ones, and then very new ones. And like basically the newer ones just have like a button, you press the button, door opens. The old ones have these. So like you kind of, you know, hit the thing or like push it to the side, and then, you know, it opens. But like only that side opens. And like that is completely irrelevant to the story. But I mentioned it, so I wanted to explain. Yeah. It's like when I open that one, I also like look, where is it? Bam. Door opens, I go out. Don't look at it. I don't know. I feel like I just like do... I don't... It's not even really like looking ahead. Like, okay, like looking through the door while I'm doing that to like look, oh, where do I need to go? No, I just like look in a random direction. I don't know. I noticed that recently and was kind of intrigued, I guess, by my findings. As I was like, I never noticed that I do that, and I have no clue if like other people also do that. Okay, that seems to be on. Very nice. Last one. Okay. Also, I noticed, or like I just realized, one of the things that like might be the reason why like that one chip just now said like install rather than it's already installed, might be because, as I mentioned, I kind of like soldered that one wire to 2 ports at once because like I got solder on the neighboring port, which was like an unused one. But like I think that is also the one that is used for like reset or like signaled to the thing that it's connected to that we wanna change the software that's on it. Something like that. I don't know. Yeah. So if I'm right about that, then maybe that's the issue we have on the other one. Or like at least that's what ChatGPT told me when I was debugging the one we did last time. We did a soldering on stream thing. Because like there we had a different problem, but the problem nonetheless. So there's still like a lot of solder on here. Do I just wipe that off on here? It's kind of not on somehow. There's like a shit ton of solder on it. Like, looks like also on the board, but somehow it's not on. Like, it still moves. All the solder, okay. All the solder was kind of like collecting on the tip of the thing rather than where it needs to go. So, now, all three wires on here, let's connect it and see if it still says that it has software on it. Why is my mouse not connected? Hello? What? I think I might have created a short because when I connected this thing up to the... Oh shit, I have connected. When I connected that thing up to the USB splitter, suddenly my mouse and my keyboard didn't work. I'm glad that they started working again after I like unplugged it. Whoops. Maybe I should like cut off the ends or something. Or just like be wary of shorts. Are there other ports I could use? Do we have like a second? No, we only have that one ground and we only have that one 5 volt. I could be using a different data one, I suppose. Is that data one? I don't know. I make it have other than expected. Rip. This reminds me, I got a Labubu mini badge a few days ago. I have so many questions. First of all, what? I mean, okay, actually, why? Huh. It still turns off my keyboard and mouse when I plug it in. Even though we don't have a short anymore, do we? Oh. I'm an idiot. We don't have a short on the ends that... We don't have a short on the end that is soldered down. We have a short on the end that is not soldered down and like all in one place. Okay. Because Labubu. I feel like that would be a reason to not. But yeah. Nice for you. I don't know. Labubu's kind of like went completely past me. I'm happy for you that you got your very nice Labubu mini badge that you're very happy about, presumably. Okay, no more shorts. Let's go. Let's see. Can we... When I press install, does it now say? Okay, it does still detect that it's on there. PCB Labubu that lights up. What more could a girl want? Okay, fair. That is pretty cool. That is pretty cool, yes. Where did I... Ah, here. Okay, for now it still tells me that the software is on here. Let's see if that changes when we add another LED thing. So. So. I feel like I need to cut these down again. They are like too long for that. But I will do this one by one. Also, I will start in the middle. Should I start? Now let's start with the 5-volt. So, can cut down quite a bit. This thing. Oh, so now this wire is quite long because we didn't fuck up too often. Suffering from success. That said, I'm not redoing it. At least not intentionally. Maybe if I fuck it up so much that I need to redo it, we will redo it. Okay, getting to the range again. To help. Kinda. So. Was it in Tech and Science? Oh god. Oh god. Okay, that is actually very cool. Okay. Back to the task. To be fair, that does look a lot cooler than what I imagined when you first mentioned it. So I think the tutorial said like get someone here, like 5 volts. That's shit. Once again, I shouldn't do this on my table. Okay. I feel like we're back at square one. Sort of fucked up that saying even there. Okay. Now I got a good blob on here. So, blob. Take this. It's dangerous to go alone. Take this. I have never played any Zelda game, by the way. But that is a very iconic line, so I know it. I think I just bumped my 3D printer with the chair. That's not good. While it's waiting. I hope that didn't fuck anything up. But I did definitely bump it because it's standing differently than it was before. It's gonna be fine. Okay. Cut that off as well a little. This is also terrible for like cutting wires because you can't see the wire while you're cutting it. Because like all of the tool blocks that part. So here. do it, but okay. So I'll get solder on here. Okay, get this a little bit out of the way so we don't short stuff again. But at least now we kind of know that the problem was not a short between live and ground, like 5 volt and ground, because otherwise the keyboard and the mouse would have turned off. So at most it might have been a short between data and something else, or like an unused pin and something. Probably unused pin and data. That's what my money would be on. If it was because of short. Chances are it was because of short. How do I do this without short anything else? Goddamn, okay. Right. Going horizontal. Yeah. Okay, that's not the best soldering job I've ever done, but I think it's on there a little bit. I feel like a monster. So, and for the third time, roughly measure it out, roughly cut off a little bit. Somehow, I'm still kind of surprised that the wire stripper is best at cutting wires. Like, you would imagine that it would be best at stripping wires. But no, it's actually kind of shit at that. But the cutting part, it's got that down. Maybe the company that produces those should pivot. Okay, I need to cut off more. What's wrong? I think I didn't cut anything off there. I think I fucked it up. That was a skill issue though. Speaking of soldering, you remember all of that stuff I had taken out of my bag? It all went back in last week for shenanigans. How many days did that take? Because when you sent that image of like all the stuff you have in your bag, I was like, I would need a suitcase. Yeah. Also, how much does it hurt as someone who has a soldering iron just casually in their bag to watch whatever the fuck I'm doing here? I love the messenger bag so much. Yeah, I understand. It seemed very useful. I guess the saving grace here is that you don't really see what I'm doing. You kind of like hear the commentary of, oh, that went wrong. Oh, no, that's not good. Then like the occasional very blurry thing that I show you. That's not too bad. So, how do I keep this in position and make sure that it doesn't short out with the thing on the next board that is way too close. Okay, wait. Let's use the proper tool rather than always just winging it. That doesn't help. That does not help at all. Okay, it helps somewhat. Okay. I can get it on like that, and that would be great. You know, when you can feel the heat on your fingertips, it's probably not a sign that you're doing something right, but it's on there. Oh god. Oh god. It needed to happen because Hotel Soldering was happening again as part of some of the partying we did last week. What kind of part? Yeah. I don't think I've ever been to a party where someone was like, let's bring out the soldering iron. Okay, so here's the soldering job I did. It looks scuffed. Wait, can I cover my face and hope for it to focus on that? Not really, but like, you can see it. Like the white wire just like extends way too far here. Here. And yeah, the green one is kind of curved for some reason. Because it like went too far towards there. Yeah. Okay. Now, 2 questions. Have I created another short? And will the thing recognize that the software is already on here? Party full of hackers, there was CTF shenanigans as well. Okay, fair enough. If you're in a social circle with like hackers and capture the flag stuff, then yeah, I can see that happening. And like, especially if you're at a party where you... Why did it say COM10? Oh yeah, because I just plugged it into a different thing. Very good. It's telling me it's not installed. Something about soldering it... Wait. I have a bad idea. I have an idea of something I should have probably checked before. Okay. Oh, that's bad timing for me to delete that table. So, I have an idea. If I plug in this microcontroller that I know is working and like, you know, is powering all of the thing, if I plug that in while it is connected to the LED strip, will it tell me to install the software? Or is it like, okay, you've got the software, all good to go? Because if it tells me to install the software, then that means that basically you can't do stuff while the strip is connected. Which would suck, because if it's kind of soldered to it, then you don't really have the option to like get rid of it. Okay, cancel. Install. Shit, I should have kept it open. Connect. I found the problem. It's telling me it's not installed, even though I know that it's installed and working. And as proof, I will now plug it in. It would be so funny if it stopped working. Yeah, there it is. Yeah. How do I solve this? I don't know. I will have to think about that. Basically, I cannot set up the driver while the strip is connected. but I kind of need to solder the strip to the driver. So I guess I would have had to... I don't know. Something is not great about all of that. I mean, can't you install the driver without? Hi, Meadout. Yeah, I can install the driver before soldering the thing onto it. But like, okay, today in particular, not any day before that, I had a slight issue with like, when I installed the driver, I also need to connect it to my Wi-Fi. But for some reason it wouldn't let me connect them to the Wi-Fi today. I don't know why. And also, wait, which one is the one that I soldered last time rather than this time? I think that would be that one. Let me test something. I will have to check which IP address that has in unconventional ways. Is that the one I'm using, or is that the one that's laying around? That's the one that's laying around, okay. So, it's getting a little bit darker now. Wait, actually no. I do have options. So, I plugged it in. Then I check my Wi-Fi for which IP address this thing has, and then I see if I can connect. Also, welcome in, Link for Hunter. Nice to see you again, I think. I'm pretty sure I heard that name before. Oh, never mind. First time chat. Welcome in. Yeah, we're doing electronic stuff, and I'm bad at it, but... And like everything is also going wrong, and in ways... Basically, I'm inventing brand new ways for things to go wrong. I think that's the best description of this stream that I could give you. Also, should wipe that off or something. What did I want to press? I wanted to press some of this. I don't know. Yeah. Let me check. Can I see the IP address of that thing? I mean, when you're in the electronics field, failure is an integral part of it. Yes, definitely. Okay. Plug that out. Maybe it has a little bit of a problem with multiple of these. Okay, it still finds that one. Wait. Also, I can turn that off now. Off, not stronger. Does it not find that one, or does that take a second? Wait. Unplug. Refresh. I just thought for a second that was famous. I feel like I've read your name before. I don't know, maybe in a different stream I've been watching. That is definitely a possibility, but like, I don't know. It does ring a bell though. Okay, let me check. How long does it take? Why does it still say, or like show me the IP address of the thing that I just turned off? Oh wait, maybe I should press that refresh button. So, connect that. Give it a second to boot up. Deja vu maybe? Yeah, maybe. Also, like, maybe just confusing someone with someone with a similar name or something. Happens a lot. All right. What I'm doing right now is entirely pointless because the problem this one had wasn't that I don't know, whatever. The problem with this one was that I like soldered it on first and then tried to put on the software, so that's not gonna work if I test if the software works that I haven't put on. Yeah. Never mind. So that test was entirely pointless. I guess I could test one of these, but like I don't know if any of them have the Wi-Fi set up, and I think none of them do. I'm not 100% sure. Nightmare. Okay, this one doesn't show up. Let's see if the other one I soldered today has it on there. Oh, here it is. Yeah, so I guess the way I solved that problem in the end is I desolder all of them. This one, wait, why doesn't this one even light up? Oh, does it have a short? Does this one have a short? Because like it's flashing blue. I don't see a short. I mean, there's a short between 3 and 4, like between the data lines. Recently found a ThinkPad laptop from thrift store. Nice. Did you get a very good deal on it? I don't know. Have I ever been to a thrift store? I don't think so. I think once, but like there was absolutely like nothing of interest to me there. Yeah, but nice. Was it like a recent one or like a very old one? $65? That could be a great deal if it is like from the last 10 years. If it's like 15 plus years, then that might be less of a good deal. i5 8 gen, 6 gen, 8 gigabyte DDR3, and a 500. Okay, for $65, that's actually a very good deal. Very nice. To be fair, there's not much that I would like go to thrift stores for. Like one thing that I'm kind of hoping to find, like someday soon or something, one thing that I'm like actively scouting secondhand things, secondhand marketplaces for right now is an Xbox Kinect. Because I think that would just be a fun thing to play with. And I think that's one of the things that you kind of have to make use cases for. But I think in my position, there is a reasonably big chance that I will find use cases for Kinect. Like if I find a cheap one of those, maybe I'll get one. And also you can use it as a webcam. That said, it has like a huge field of view, and that is like literally the number one complaint I have about my current webcam, that like the field of view is like kind of too big. I feel like getting a dock for it, lol. But found some very good electronic seal. See Chromecast audio for $5. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, Chromecast. I think I've thought about getting a Chromecast once, but like I would have just used it for like streaming stuff from my phone to like a TV or something. And like at that point it was rather new and expensive, and I was like, that's not worth it. But nice. Yeah. I think there are like electronic secondhand stores around here, but like, you know, that the actual like secondhand stores specifically for electronics, just, you know, oh, it's an Xbox 360, $400. Yeah, that kind of deal. I don't know. Yeah. Like a Kinect would be fun because you can 3D scan things with it. Like if you do a little programming. But like that's the kind of programming that in theory I should be able to do. In theory. Yeah. That's it. Let me check something. Yeah. So I will have to figure out how to put the drivers on here. And like, first of all, I will have to figure out why I couldn't connect to the Wi-Fi on the other ones. Maybe I need to restart my Wi-Fi. The thrift store is open once a month. They have PC, Xbox, and PlayStation. Oh, nice. Yeah. A closest thing that I have been to recently was like at a gaming event here in Vienna. Like we have like a yearly like state-sponsored, like basically imagine Gamescom but like state-sponsored and like very tiny. But therefore in a really cool place. Basically we had that and like there were like some secondhand stuff, like the sort of a marketplace there with like a couple of like people. I don't know if they were like institutional sellers or like just some people who like knew of it early enough to like apply. But like there was one guy who had like a ton of PlayStation 2 games and like classic Xbox and stuff like that. And like I looked through that, and but like I was like, I don't know. I feel like if I wanna play that kind of thing, then I might go the digital route, if you know what I mean. Because like the only... Okay, actually no. The only reason for me to play games from that era would be nostalgia. Because I would be like, you know, playing the same games that I played as a kid. But then at the same time, I don't need to buy those games that I played as a kid because I still have them. So like my options are between go grab them and like, you know, play them, or digital. You know, like buying it doesn't solve any problem. Yeah. 2 monitors that are only 3 years old for $33. Damn. That is a very nice thrift store you've got close to you. Like, it doesn't matter how shit the monitors are or anything. 2 for 33 is very nice. Yeah. Anyways, so how's the 3D print looking? Let's check in on that again. Didn't fail yet, I think. Also, it's 80% done. Very nice. So, yeah, so I think I will go and like figure out what's going on with my Wi-Fi. And I think I will call it here. And the next stream will be on Wednesday in 2 days at 5 p.m. Central European time. So thank you everyone for watching. If you enjoyed what you saw, then feel free to follow and like subscribe on YouTube. Join the Discord for early notifications and everything. You know the drill. There's like links everywhere. Yeah. Thank you very much for watching. And yeah. Oh, thanks for the follow. Yay. It is a good idea to mention that at the end of the stream. I always forget that, but you know. Oh, that's a cool emote. Or like cool, like 2-part emote. That's so smart. Okay, anyways, thank you very much for the follow, Link4Hunter. And yeah, next stream will be on Wednesday, 5 p.m. Central European time as regular. And then the next stream after that will be... Oh, I also have a skill issue emote. Wait. Ah, shit, it's cut off. It's cut off. I'm having a monitor skill issue. Wait. Skill issue. Let's go. Yeah. So, next stream, Wednesday, 5 p.m. And the next stream after that will be on Halloween at 10 p.m. Central European time. Probably. I'm not entirely sure on that time, but probably. Yeah, depends how quickly I can set everything up. Yeah, that will be a special one. Yeah, so yeah, think of that. Remember that. We will be raiding. Who is live? Ah, there we go. So we will be raiding Kixi XOX. Say hi from me, and yeah, did I mention everything? Follow the thing. We have a Discord, and yeah, next streams. Yeah, thank you very much for watching, and that means tab out.